Hey guys, this is Sandy White, your #1 health and wellness cheerleader, and you guys made it. This is week 4, second month, week 4, February, and you guys crushed it. We're talking about aging gracefully, and this week, the last week of February, we're talking about movement and how movement can enhance your hormones. Now, I know most of y'all are like, yeah. You talk to us about Pilates. You've talked to us about yoga. You've talked to us about strength training. Well, you know what, guys? Those are the basic things. I want you guys to get out of your comfort zone. It's starting to get warm. I'm in the state of Maryland, and I'm sure it's pretty much kind of going the same way around the United States. It was 64 degrees. So with that being said, guess what? You should have been outside enjoying the sun, soaking up some vitamin D. No, in your area, but you could have went horseback riding. You can go rock climbing. You can do it indoors or outdoors. Yes, I said rock climbing. Rock has nothing to do with your age. Rock climbing has to do with your physicality. So you need to get out and try something new. Not just the basic things that we typically talk about on this channel, but something different. And I thought, hey, why not? You know what? Even something so easy as roller skating. I always give you guys simple tips and strategies because guess what? If it's not easy, you're not going to do it. If it's easy, you can implement it into your life, you're more likely to do it. And guess what? Something so easy as roller skating, but before I say it's super easy, if you haven't done it in a while, it's like riding a bike. But what I like about roller skating is the skates. Most of them weigh about 5 to 8 pounds, which you have to practice raising up your legs, getting into the habit of moving those legs smoothly, effortlessly. So guess what? When you go take your kids roller skating, get out there with them. Or go early where it's not so crowded. Some of the things that we used to do when we were kids are super exhausting as adults because we don't keep up with it. And we think, that's what kids used to do. Here's another one, double dutch. I like it, but you need some partners with it. Now, what we used to do when there wasn't enough people, when I was a kid, when there wasn't enough kids to, you needed one on each side to turn the rope, we would literally find a pole, tie the rope on the pole where it would stay sturdy, and then another one would turn, and then another one would, do the little double dutch dance and then jump in there. You have to be creative, but you don't want to be to the point where, like I said, you're doing the same things because you will really get bored. This is why I go over a whole bunch of different possible options that you can do your exercising with to get your exercising in throughout the day, throughout the week, because you can get bored. Your body will get stagnant and you will get into a plateau once it gets used to something. So if you kind of rotate around, like do a circuit weight with it's similar to circuit weight training. Circuit weight training, you've got the different weights and the different machines, but they're all in one place. I'm using what I'm saying as an example, circuit weight training. Like one day you may do bicycle riding. Next day you may do rock climbing. Another day you may just do a basic walk. Another day rowing. Do you know how many rowing clubs there are? You can literally start learning how to row. I think I talked to you guys about that a couple weeks ago. This is the crazy part. I wanted a row machine, ordered a row machine, have been waiting for months for the row machine because I had got a credit from the company that I was getting stuff from. I wanted a row machine, ordered a row machine, have been waiting for months for the row machine because I had got a credit from the company that I was getting stuff from. I wanted a row. I mean, because I was getting a bunch of equipment. Well, I have gotten a lot of equipment from the company, so I got a credit. So I said, oh, I see the row machine is on sale. I'll use all my credits. I don't have to pay for anything. Well, guess what? They actually sent me a stepper. I don't need a stepper. I needed the row machine. I have the Total Gym, and anybody with the Total Gym, you know, there is a plethora of workouts that you can actually do. And so it's kind of a good thing that I didn't get it, because there is a piece that goes on to the Total Gym that, guess what, will give me the row machine action. So they actually told me to keep the stepper, which again, I don't, well, the squat machine, I don't need it. And they gave me more credit. Crazy. But I'm just saying, get yourself, just like you meal prep, you need to do the same thing for your health and wellness. What are you going to do for the week? I get bored easily. So I don't know if you guys have that same challenge, but if you know you have that personality, you want to make sure that you have that plan out, whatever you're going to do for the week, because if you don't, you're not going to do it. And if it's too hard, you're not going to do it. And one of the things, just to make sure you don't get super sore and you will do your exercise the following day, make sure you stay hydrated. If you're not hydrated, muscles are going to get sore. You are going to be hurting longer than you anticipated, and you're not going to exercise. So let's jump into some more points about aging gracefully and how you can incorporate your fitness routine to help your hormones stay balanced so you stay looking good. So today we're going to be talking about the link between hormone balance and the types of exercises that we do. It affects our cortisol, the estrogen, our insulin levels. All of these exercises have different impacts on our body, what we do, how we do, because hormone balance is more than just what you eat. So hormone balance is more than just you eating the right foods. It has to do with your movement as well, balancing your cortisol, your insulin levels, your estrogen levels with simple, gentle movements on your body. So we're going to jump into each one of those right now. The link between movement and our hormone health, has to do with more than just the foods that we eat, but the exercises that we do. And we're going to explore exercises that gently activate our body, improve circulation, reduce stress, and support our overall hormone balance. Now, focus areas. I know you guys have heard of chair exercises. Those are really simple. Chair exercises. You can do those so easily, so quickly, and you can do that. And right now, since everybody has to go back to work, exercises is going to be one of the most effective ones to do, because a lot of people right now have to go back to work. And then if you're used to staying at home working remote, you can get up, you can move around at will, not a big deal. But when you're in an office setting, things are a little different. So you do need to make sure not only do you have, your meals prepped, your exercises prepped, you got to make sure you got whatever you're going to do to keep yourself stress-free while you're in the office. So I'm going to say chair exercises right now will be the number one exercise that you are going to need to incorporate in your everyday work routine so that you can keep that stress level down. You've already got to commute back to work. You may not be prepared for it. You may not even have the clothes for it. So now you got to get your clothes out. You got to make sure you can fit them. We know, bunch of stress going on right now. keep in mind simple exercises to keep that stress level down. The next one we're going to talk about is functional movements and gentle stretches that are easy to implement into daily routines without needing any special equipment, and pretty much that's going to flow right into those chair exercises, and you don't have to be weird about it. You are going to be in the office. So let's jump into the chair exercises that are going to be really easy, and a great one that you can do while you're at work is just the seated leg extensions. And what I would recommend is just take a leg, one of the resistance bands. You can take them to work, and then you can add more resistance to this exercise. The leg extension, I'm going to suggest that you take possibly take a resistance band with you. So when you're doing the leg extension, you can just wrap that around the legs of your office chair, and then you can get moving with your leg extensions. You want to make sure you have space. Now, I don't know how everybody's space is going to be. I've worked in an office once where it was just one big open space. But if you have a really good crew that you work with, I think everybody's pretty much going to be doing the same thing. And then I worked in another office space before where they actually had it set up where each floor literally was set up like a track. People would just walk around in laps. That's not your chair exercise, and that's the walking part that we were talking about. You could get your group together and you guys can do your 10-15 minute break. You guys can all walk together, because that's going to be your work family. So you, in my opinion, you want to get acclimated with who you're going to be working with. And if you guys can kind of do everything pretty much around the same time, you're not disturbing anybody, everybody's taking a break, everybody's exercising, everybody can stay stress-free, because we all know about that one special coworker that can be a little annoying. So if we can do some exercises that'll help us to be stress-free, we can incorporate our coworkers, and then everybody can be stress-free. So let's jump into our lower body strength training. You could do squats are easy. You could do that in your office. You won't look crazy. Again, if you get your coworkers involved, everybody understands what you're doing. So simple squats, leg stretches. You can do the standing legs. That takes care of your core, your balance. And then for your glutes, I mean, you can literally sit in the chair and squeeze your bum bums. Nobody's gonna know that. But you want to activate your glutes and your hips. Now, if you have one of the resistance bands, you can actually tie that around put both of your legs in there and tie it around right above the knee. But they do make some that they literally look like a really thick rubber band, and I mean about as wide as my hand, and you could put those, step into it. You don't have to tie anything, connect anything. It's already designed literally like a seriously thick rubber band. You stick both of your legs in there and you can do your adductors work right there in your chair. And I'm telling you, most people are already going to be doing this, so you're not going to be all weirded out by doing it. The next one is going to be your standing calf raises. Sitting at your chair, calf raises. Take two quick, easy ones. They're going to be the wall push-ups and then your shoulder and neck raises. You could do those shoulder and neck raises. I said shoulder and neck raises. Shoulder up and down like I'm doing right now, and then you're rolling backwards, forwards, up and down. And then with your neck, you want to be gentle. So you can just pull over, bring it up, opposite hand, pull it over, hold it down, Tilt down and back. Look right. Look left. You want to be gentle with your neck. You don't want to do any sudden movements. Everything needs to be nice, slow, and gentle. And then your wall push-ups. Just like you would do push-ups on the floor, you need to do them on the wall. So we're going to wrap up this segment. We have gone a little longer than we normally would, but I just need you guys to pick something out of that. Make it work within your 5 to 15 minute break, whatever amount of time that you're going to have. Go back to work with a positive attitude, a plan of action, so your day doesn't seem so long. You also have a plan of action of what you can do when you're starting to feel stressed out, so you can relieve your body of that stress. It's not good to have pent-up stress, and you can have the positive attitude that your office mates will need. You guys are going to be working together for quite a while, regardless of what's going on in the government, and or if you're in the government, you still want to have a plan of action. If you're at home, in the office, you just want things to be smooth, and you want to stay on track. You don't want to be in a position where you're getting derailed. Quick recap. We covered a variety of simple exercises, chair exercises, functional movements, gentle stretches that all support hormonal balance and improve your overall being. These exercises are easy to do, and you can incorporate them into your daily routine, regardless of how busy you are. Guys, remember, thanks guys for hanging out with us. Want to remind you that we broadcast every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on wytv7.org. Check us out, hit the subscribe and the like button, and share what we just covered today with your coworkers, with your loved ones, because you're not the only one that needs a plan of action to stay stress-free and to have your hormones in balance with gentle movements. See you guys next week. Mwah. Bye.